Good evening, friends. Today's topic is uh, life cycle of a thread. Uh, in Java, a thread is always exist in one of following state. Uh, these states are new, active, blocked, or waiting, timed waiting, terminated. Explanation. Let's see the explanation of the different states. Let's first one is a new. Whenever a new thread is created, it is always in a new state. For a thread in the new state, the code has not been run yet and thus has not begun its execution. The next one is active state. When thread invokes the start method, it moves from the new state to the active state. The active state contains two states within it. One is a runnable and other is a running. Let's see the runnable. A thread that is ready to run then moved to the runnable state. In the runnable state, the thread may be running or may be ready to run at any given instance of time. It is the duty of thread scheduler to provide the thread time to run. That is the moving the thread, the running state. Next one is the running. When the thread gets the CPU, it moves from the runnable to the running state. Generally, the most common change in the state of thread is from runnable to running and again back to the runnable. The next state is a blocked or waiting. Whenever a thread is inactive for a span of time, then either the thread is in blocked state or in the waiting state. The next one is a terminated. A thread reaches the termination state because of some reason. Uh, when a thread has finished its job, then it exists or terminates normally. Abnormal termination. Uh, it occurs when some unusual events such as unhandled exception or segmentation fault. Implementation of thread states in Java, one can get the current state of thread using the thread get state method. The java.lang.thread.state class of Java provides constant enum to represent the state of thread. So this is all about the life cycle of thread. Thank you.